Hello students. Today I am going to finish the remaining part of the poem Animals. Before this I have given you the first part of this particular poem Animals. Now today I am going to give the second part, that means the remaining part of the poem. So without wasting any more time, I am going to start the poem with the line, and I am going to read that particular line. Not one kneels to another, not to his kind, that lived thousands of years ago. Now, what the poet is saying here, not one kneels to another. That means the animals never bow before anybody, anyone, neither to his kind or not the ancestor what they have. In one sentence we can say the animals never bow before anyone, but we, the human being, used to bow before everyone. Especially we used to bow before the power, the position, the wealthy person. We used to bow before so many persons, but they never do it. That means animal never bow in front of anybody. Next line, not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. Now what the poet is saying here, not one is respectable, that means no animals are respectable. So one sense we can say every animal is respectable. Now why I am saying so that every animal is respectable, because every animals are equal, and in the case of human being, if you see the human being, so you will see some people are so respectable in the society, some people are not. Now how will you judge a person is respectable in the modern society? Honestly speaking, if a person has wealth, if a person has power, position, he or she is considered to be a respectable person. But in the case of the animal, no one is respectable there. It means everyone is equal in their society. Or unhappy over the whole earth. No animals are unhappy. That means every animals are happy. Every animal is happy. So that's why the poet mentioned this particular line, no animal is unhappy on the earth. But if you look the human beings, we always remains to be unhappy, because we are not satisfied whatever we have, and that is the main reason for our unhappiness. But look at the animals, they are satisfied whatever they have, and that's the reason for their happiness. The two contrasting pictures of their happiness for human beings and the animals. Now the next line I am going to read. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. Now what the poet is saying here, they are showing their relations to the poet. That means the qualities which the animal possessed or which the animal have, the same qualities are there with the poet. So poet somehow relate or connect to the qualities of those animals. So that's why he was saying that they are showing their relation to him, and the poet was very happy to accept that particular relations. So now the next line is that they bring me tokens of myself. Now here is the word is token. Now what does the token means in the context of this particular poem? Now you have often heard this phrase, the gift is a token of love. I am giving you this particular gift as a token of love. You have heard this phrase earlier. But here the token means those characteristics which animals still preserve. Now if you read, all of us have read this history, that we are just like the animals in the ancient time. When we are ancient man, we are just like the animals, we behave like animals. But We have the developed brain, and we have learned so many things. We became civilized. The animals still remain uncivilized, and we become civilized people. But on the way to our civilization, definitely we became civilized, but on the way to our civilization, we have lost some human values, and those values animals still preserved. So that this token word refers to the all those characteristics which animals still preserve, but we have we have lost those values, the characteristics on the way to our civilization. So that the word token is referring. So the poet is saying, they bring me tokens of myself. They brings me the token of myself, the qualities which I have, they have also those qualities. They evince, now evince means to show, they evince them plainly in their possession. That means we can clearly show in their every activity those qualities. If we look the human beings, if we look us, we have lost so many qualities. Not all the people, but some people definitely has lost those qualities, good qualities the poet is talking about, but they still preserve those qualities. They still preserve those qualities. Now in the last two lines, what the poet is saying, let's read. I wonder where they get those tokens. Now the poet was very surprised. He is very surprised, and he wants to know from where the animals got those particular qualities which we don't have now. The poet was thinking about this. We, the human being, have lost those qualities, but somehow they got those quality. But from where? The poet was wondering from where they got those qualities. Now he asked a question to himself at the last line. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? Now the poet was asking that question to himself. Here I word representing all the human beings. Did I pass that way huge time ago and negligently drop them? The poet was asking to the question to himself, did somehow we have lost those qualities and somehow they got those qualities and they still preserve those qualities, and we have lost those qualities on the way to our civilization? So this poem ends with a particular question of the poet, that on the way to our civilization, we civilized, we become from an ancient man, we become a civilized people. Okay, we are going to the Mars. Okay, so we become civilized, but they don't become civilized. But on the way to our civilization, did we somehow knowingly, unknowingly lost those qualities, and somehow the animals got those qualities and they still preserve those qualities with them which we have lost. So here we ends the poem. So at last I want to say the theme of the poem again. The theme is that the poet was fed up to see the human characteristics. The humans are so dishonest, so hypocrites, so selfish, and if you look to the animals, they are far superior than the human beings. Human beings are so inferior. Animals have those qualities of the calmness, they have the qualities, the good virtues are there. So those qualities are there with the animals, but somehow we have lost those qualities, and that's why poet wants to what? He didn't want to be with the human beings anymore. The poet wants to live with the animals. So that is the end of the particular poem Animals. I hope you have liked my explanation. So just like and subscribe my channel, and if possible try to share my videos also. Thank you. I will see you next time with the next chapter in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day ahead.